Dachi Mwakwaba eba Owia Kaseɛ mfonyiso kuma se stadium amekum ena yewo ewa santimem hanom samre omemu nsem bi de edite de ka apademfo akomuna kruche de agumem wosemfo asema ma ya kroje se nyankopɔ ni so eno ena ene anopei abra Owia da so no yede fa Owia Kaseɛ mfonyiso ne yede abra mu ye ka mo se ene eye odefo bosome de etoso makoma so vision pimienu ene aduonu ensia ne bosome ya etoso emienu emu ewo honom Owia official TikTok tanso ena Owia official YouTube Owia TV ewo Facebook ena afeye www.owiatv.com honyina wokwa wonsa bekan wanya bi ahwe no wanya bi etie sima beseduase di animi for adwenkyerɛ to ase na hyɛ na ma afoforo nso enya bi enhwɛ ewo honom ententem so a ensama mede besom mu ene anɔpa die edi mu akote no ni animu no ebi ene sɛ Ghana mampanyini aya John Dramani mama edi nsem bi di atodwa a woye afutu a akọ ene abakwasam a efafurugu a ene Zambia fo ene Ghana fo esi atwetwe ewo hwi na yede ani kyeremu ewo mfimfini mantam a kura friends Owia lithium akopie honum a ewo se wo meye tuo de enya ho sika no omanfo ese wo mbeyo ye kye no mate adankraya mu ede akyere ewo ehonum Zambia mampanyini ede atodwa se enche wono so be hyase na wabomoden na wakra frugu ni bi na afri eye Ghana mema no aba bepie mu ewo na so ya enye asem ketwa kra ewo ora no onyamfo Julius Debra okọ abankese mo ne panyimpa wo ho wono so de nsam ede atodwa se wo mu beye ewo se abibiba mbomoden na yeme ho kwan se de beye ye be ma kwan na afeyi movement anase kwan ye obi abefa so no obekọ amanfoforo mu no ni nyina eho beda ho na niema akonkan ede amaye ewo madam magwei ani afoforo pi ena eka ho a ya ne se anopa no nsia kase a ye de ebremu enye asem keto nyimekuo bi ena aso asene ede kasire ase ya atofo a ye de kase ebremu yemfa na ase ni bi emfa emadwabi bank tikakra bia ho nsam de wo de dan no a na ye se wo de adan yie pa sa enso na emopafie emopapapa ene anwa papapa wo mo de aba ne de kwotomu bia mfamfiri ba bia fa wani echemu hono Secops Connect Limited ban akwantu ho nsam de a wono no afa ede asine na so nyimekoi ena no paye wo ma hye mfurumu a ye de kase ye de ebremu sam no enchiremu na bidi ene abusia pani ousu aduomi abeto dwa wo man Ghana mu hanom se yenya efom agudi e friends lithium na ekwa e befa so ebeto wo do ani chemu mfimfin mantam a ehonum na sa lithium yi apie lithium ni dwumadi edidie no ebi eboa ema ehyan kra akobedie ni etimi eye kamapa emu batteries awodo eboa ema nkane ho nsam so etimi eye kamapa na Owia a no ewo mfimfin mantam ehonum na sa lithium yi apie a eneye oman Ghana ebo ho bra nansa na wo de asobebo fom no ma sha ase adi hu dwuma no na wo setemamufo a won mo ho na wo mo ho aka no won pesika kakra de se won mo mfurumu se de be ya abotoya mu ebeba na no na temamufo echiremu abesinne no dwumaku a de hye won mo nsa se wo mra no medi hu dwuma Atlantic Mining Company no won mo twi wo mani ayi wo mani ene wo mabom ba bi pada nya de wo de wo se ede aye oyo ye nti ena temamufo aka wo ho abomu ama maburu enka bomuko wọ́n tọ́ fún ayẹ friend Sir Frank Akwa wọ́n de aba bẹ́tù dwa sẹ́ wọ́n mo hwẹ́ ni mu wọ́n ma mo tia wa mmerɛ tia wa bi abɔ wọ́n mo kɔkɔ sẹ́ wọ́n ma nfo se anyi wɔyɔ na afei wọ́n mo num hyɛ de wọ́n se de mo no wọ́n ma nfa mo mo de a ɛne wọ́n bɛ dan wọ́n sɛ ata ya hyɛ nuku na si apa so no ma yɔ ye cheche ɛde atia ɛyɛ adwumakuo ni aban.
Since 4 December 2023, our ongoing personal project located at Abonko, Krofu, Owia, Abonkukulim, Krofu Hospital area and Kambaku have come to a complete halt due to the activities of Owia Lithium project. For over 2 years, Atlantic Lithium Mining Company has prevented us from continuing our developments. Our structures and materials on site are damaged. Our lives have been placed on indefinite hold. Suddenly, up to this point, no compensation has been paid despite our repeated efforts. This failure is a clear violation of Article 20 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, which guarantees the prompt payment of fair and adequate compensation when property rights are affected. As a result, we have been prevented from continuing our projects and are now living in rented accommodations. We are struggling to service loans that were taken to fund these projects. Those of us who are farmers are also suffering because the company has placed a ban on cash crops, which has caused financial hardship for farmers. This situation has caused us financial hardship, emotional distress, fear, frustration, and deep uncertainty. Our standard of living has also declined totally. That is very sad. We feel displaced, ignored, and disregarded in the country, specifically in Fantiman municipality. We therefore have no option but to demonstrate against Atlantic Lithium Mining Company in the coming days. If we are not compensated after this press conference and our impending demonstration, we will go back to site and work, and even that, we will still demand compensation for wasting our time and damaging our structures.
Ora Frank Aqua, where ye truffle penny, ewo Owia, and Omde Sako Bonsemi, Ediama, Edmakuya, one more able to a form a good year, ewo Owia way. I was interested in I am Famamua. Yet any team was Zambia, Ghana, Man Penny, John Dramani, Mametian, and Papua, so Ecopiemo, Nefwami and Sa, or 2 hours at any HM Ghana ha, now and Sembebre, and a Ecopi, one more any idea. Bakwane Dima could be a pa no abra, one more eboja. Na Hechelima, one Zambia Mampenny, and a Ghana Mampenny, would we trust ye? Na or Cassan, what did you just say? And a hundred, and a say Yaman on this swafo, Unwanyam for Samuel, Okoja to Abraqua, said and was see a fun home, not what the Abba Betna one more now was say, ye better carry, and I did Binukan say frugi, not what he be Abba Betna one more. Na enon was sending intino obebobode na wahwe se kwan obefa so a wonna ba mu mpanyimfo ombetimi atonkra e de abagana no mu nso anya bie na obede akọ Zambia akọhye wo hono ansa na nsemi beba no na Ghana mampanyini ebre okopie mu e wonsa ka Zambia wono mu ewiem se gina bia enu bi na na hye no eye fugi na enam sai no so ama Zambia fo sade eja sabia kusabia kroto wiase koyiye no sa wom de omda so te ba bia wo mu nim ne ekoso ne ade a tinu obu firi se eye ma entade bi de om friend se brass no ebi na Ghana mampanyini wabomuo ene wa hyehyu ene ade a ene ebe ya atwetwe si man Ghana atwetwe pa e wo social ne media no so na no omu nim wo mo no omu bedi sa agro yi ene Ghana fo amana gye wo mo nsam e wo hono mo eno ena Hechelima wo de atodwa se wo behwe no makra bi no mo de aba Zambia mem hono mo nso.
Not just in Zambia and Ghana. And I'm very happy that the foreign minister, you dressed like that. I asked my team to post on various platforms that were associated with that. President of Zambia will be ordering more of that stuff for himself. And you saved my words because you spoke very well about the importance of our culture, traditions, and you look at the successful countries around the world. Just watch and see inside there. What do you see in the Japanese? What they do is embedded in their culture. What do you see in the Germans? It's embedded in their culture. What do you see in the Chinese? What do you see in the Indians now? The explosion of the Indian economy is anchored in their culture. Within the diversity of the Indian culture, you can see threads.
Hechelima Zambia mampanyini ena no wo bi so se ede na muhunu efa Japan China ene amanya won mo konkan e wa abrabo mu eye wo mamamre ene wo mamane eno no wo kura mu twe a ede wo makagire mu ede aba bepie sabre yi na Ghana mampanyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na wono so e wo hono mu na eno no hyase se ene obebo mmɔden na wakyerɛkyerɛ ye nuanom Zambia fo a wo mu nim fugui na sekere ene ade property a eye sanse wo bepie mu e wo man Ghana mu hade a editi mentifido ni twodo ne ntwiada so a eye atade edi mu pa e wo hono mu Ghana mampanyini kyerɛ mu se kane no mpo no se eba ako a eno ne ntade a na wo no ehya a ezu se wo mu hya a wo betutu wo betu agyan a entimi ngura mu mfa mo wo mu saa enso na ya mamra ne amane mu no mentifido emantama wodo ni nyina no edi akagire mu pa ya atade esipi esita enti entoto na se enti Zambia fo a wo mu nim no ene na batakadi anase fugi na bose eno no Ghana mampanyini John Dramani Mahama.
Some call it batakari. Yeah. Now this is a traditional dress that is made by a local industry. It's part of our culture. And so in the past it was worn by kings, royalty, and also warriors. When our warriors were going to war, they wore smocks. And the belief was that the smocks were soaked in some herbs and then some spiritual thing was done. So when you fire a bullet, it can't penetrate, you know. And so the smoke portrays a lot of things in our culture. And significantly, on the day Ghana, the first sub-Saharan African country to gain independence, on the day our independence was declared, our president, Kwame Nkrumah, was wearing a smock. He and all the freedom fighters were wearing smocks. So smocks have become an integral part of our cultural identity.
Settlement fi awodwa de se na afi akofo na no mo se so obere my Ghana mpa ebre nya afa hodie no osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ene wo mo kan ho eko sa ekun yi ebre ofuru gina simpie ni apaso no eye fugu anabata kari ebi na ehye wo mo a wo mo de kan sam de kire ewiase nyina ebre ye nto so na ye mfa mamo ya bepie mo Ghana na ye ko Ghana abankese mu ya kwa abankese mu sofo me chere de English boni kan say chief of staff Elko Uko Jubilee House ono nyamfo Julius Debra na wodi nsem bi de atodwa de ato abibiman anim we na Africa Prosperity Dialogue na ekoso ewo hono na se kire nyina ne botaya na siso ne se kwan be fa so no mbeboa ama mmabunu anya nya agina so no motimi adi yi ewo abrabomu na ebra wo wura yi kasa ene wotufo akade a che bibiman se ebra so se bibiman ye nyina ade ayeda ye so ye na Kwame Nkrumah osagefo na ope se bibiman nyina beke ho abomu ye se ba akofo eye furumu ma na enema atimi akonkan de amaye no ye ma no ebemu mprempre ne edidi dwuma ehun hia se Ghana ni etu kwan no akọ Nigeria woko Zambia woko Algeria woko Egypt ebibiman awodro nyina no so a wo bre e wo se ye mma kwan ne biebie ya kwan ye ne de ma ye ho ne de bia kwan ye ene wo do ene nkabomu ena eyo eba no sa emma kwan ema emabunu etimi di ahyemfie wo mo to wo mo emedwadie koso emesikasam ntoto nyina ekoso a ebetimi aboa na di akaginamu na ama oman ene ebibiman enyina etimi akonkan ononyamfo Julius Debra enso nsem a okan yi
with the history. Kwame Nkrumah, our first president, warned decades ago that Africa must unite or disintegrate individually. The forces that unite us are intrinsic and greater than the superimposed influences that keep us apart. This was not rhetoric for his own sake. It was a strategic warning about scale, competitiveness, and relevance in the global economic market. Today, that call to unite must be expressed in the language of markets, jobs, and opportunities, especially for women, youth, and SMEs. Unity must mean the ability of African enterprises to trade across borders with ease, to scale beyond national markets, and to compete confidently within a single continental economy. So what must we do? First, we must align finance with enterprise. Africa needs patience, development-oriented capital that understands the realities of SMEs, support innovation, and reward growth. Capital must meet credible businesses, and credible businesses must be equipped to absorb investment and scale regionally. Second, we must build trade capability at scale. Export readiness, standards of compliance, digital trade literacy, and logistics efficiency are no longer optional. They are a must. They are prerequisites for competitiveness in a continental market. Third, we must make integration visible and tangible. When women lead enterprises and youth-led startups successfully trade across borders, they create confidence and momentum. They turn continental policy into lived experience. This brings me to the launch of the Africa Market Borderless Now. Make Africa Borderless Now campaign. This is more than a call for easier movement. It is a demand for economic transformation. Africa cannot trade at a scale if its people, goods, services, and ideas remain constrained by outdated systems.
Julius Debra, Chief of Staff for Owia Kaseɛ mu na yɛtene nka no Owia Kaseɛ na wasugusu a wutie no anigusu a wo hwe ewo mo film ne mo monten so ene mo office ahodo nyina no yenkoso na yemfa na asema yaboafoi na yenko yanim Dwabin Rural Bank said the medical can opesika krabia wetimi no matena se ayentotoye no makyere usika sam hu dwadie yie said the be betimi disika didwa nanso no enko wie bone mfama odia Dwabin Rural Bank won maba e de ama menum emienu enu nti eba 7 account sounds na current account first deposit susu ahodo sa opese water shells afei dachinti account any investment ahodo ni nyina na wo ba wono betena se obecheche ni nyina mu ama ate ase na watimi asigina ye hu se we na mpese meye we na mpese meye e ma remfi wo mo de asempa no ne de aba na se wate asempa ye de boa ama ebia ne mputupra na eniyema bia ba wo so kofa bie spare parts ye entade awodo ne niyema ahodo bia ye ne edi dwane ade no bra ye ntena se na animanimu ya ye nhwe na ye no nkasa na ye ma osika wo behia no na fa kwose wudwam na niyema nkonkan obatampa loan what a wow eno de ye ma menom ye nua manom ene ye mama no amudi dwa na mutitiru na muhia sika ede ahye mudwam atrete mu amana ye fe no bra niyema obatampa loan na niyema intimi enkonkan emfa emmawo ewo ehonomo tie ya bie asoyen foforo kra ewo atonsu edwamu a wo ba wonsa ebekan dada na ewo Dwabin ejoso onwe fomasu abonwe sa enso na sepeti mpom Roman Hill na adese New Road pankro no aboaso ni nyina so wo ba honoma wonsa bekan na afeye no wasinkonwa atankonwa so adi nkomo na yaye ntote ewo ho betimi afre wo 0544745856 and 0271464327 nene mpemfo eni nkomo emu pefie na yekwe emu pefie de wadaroma aha na yede mu papa no yede aba ewo premium and super premium rice enya semketo akra ba wonya abotre no wayini wo pe na wo de akọ hotel restaurant awodo ene aye bodwa nuane eton no tosa hodo ene mo ahodo ene bebia a woton ade a wo pesa woton mo de wadaroma ene de ni abrase ma nya mu bia keke ene so kofa ekogu so to ho okofa ko hotel okonoa mo amono ade ton fried rice no ne ade no efie obatan eya ko mu pefie na ko pe premium anase super premium ni bi na enema entimi enkonkan fama ye de jambi soya bean oil de aba what oil what the ye aduane a oil no cholesterol bia enim nti amode wo ma ya hyeda aye ne kan sa enso ene wo yomi tomato na sa tomato paste wo de bodolo for pa na so de yesti na de ka emo no ho na wudi outim se papa emo ene wudi adum ye ben oyepa fm sa enso na patase ye ne achemfo hotel edi enhwanimu ema remfi se parks and gardens so wokwa wonsa ebekan junction wo wonsa ebekan for 0244615117 0244615117 na ene emopefie eni enkomo Secals Connect Limited misro eni titru ye ne yepese yeko eye USA anase Mexico na yebo modin ne yekore World Cup no wadaroma enko emmadwumakuo bia ne nanye form felu ofifi sen enko juicy kan konkodi na awia wasa be bon sentwofo amane ne abebo dawuro so me se eye Secals Connect Limited womo ena ye de sadwumadi ahye womo nsa baga na hanma enya asem keto akra wodo beko akodu bia wo so okọ no akohwebo no bi na ne ma atimi akonkan won pese mutu kwan eko Europe amaya wodo so eye North America anase Asia South America ene amanwodo a aka United States Canada no ne ade no akwanya eda ho no a wo ba ye betimi aboawo na yaye nkrata asema ma wonso watimi akọpa enwuma aye aman bi epenwumayefo bi etese drivers afi concrete mason forklift operators here truck drivers here welder and afi tiler steel bender housekeepers no afi auto mechanic here carpenters plumbers electricians mu nyinaa ehia mo nurses general nurses midwives awodo and afi pharmacists and home care jobs ni nyinaa ebi ewo honom a yedo beko waitress bar attendant here and hotel service attendants and afi cleaners here laundry workers mu nyinaa no akonya we abeda ho e de amawa wo beba Secop Connect Limited na ye ne wo adi nkomo na afi ya Kennetew ama ne matimi akonkan frame e was 0553 732982 0553732982 na ene empanyfo eni enkomo ewo yento akasie no so na yemfa emamu edom kuma wo man Ghana mna hyebedwafie esan won mo so agina won nam ros mu ama wo mna hyebedwafie no wo ma san yere kete se witoa se oman foto samfo mna hyebedwafie na wo mra no meche senti enne enema bo ayeden pa ade wo mo kan bo ne bi se bayire yankasa ya po na dabre kodente se wa ene ne keka ho ya wonwon osum ne sanye wo ba bode a afeye menke pay ene entosi ane wuntimi nto ewa adwaman so omo se na no o mai foto samfo yewra Dr. Kiso atofo so no nyamfo ebra no do man na kom mesika ebe o man Ghana mrahye bedwafie ATC ye ewo agbogbolshi market ye wo gentena ha no wo gene ho sekandwe ene adwadifo yi hiri dwamu wo mo se so wo be ma ne yi won sanko agbogbolshi market no obekwa akoto ma no ho se de wo mani asi abre no mo tahia hi wo mo ho no mo ye wo mo hwea enye ye ewo ho sanse enema ebo ayeten asawo ansawam adwagiri mrahye bedwani ononyamfo Frank Anop Dompre won de wo si sudua se ewo se yewra Kiso atofo se wo mo ni wo fie wo ya de wo ba no be kyensem senti a enema bo ayeten sa.
Sugar, in conclusion, cost of living is going out of the roof. Cost of living. Sugar, I should have come with some food items. Yam, tomatoes, gari, plantain, going through the roof. We should be programming the exchequer to come and tell us measures. The last time before the budget was brought, he was gallivanting at Mokola, talking to the Mokola women. He should be going to Mokola now and be checking the price of tomatoes. Either cost of living is becoming too high. And you had come on the back of promising to reset our country. We are only reminding you your own messages. Reset agenda. Cost of living is supposed to come down. Speaker, the last time I went to Agbogblosi, the market women are complaining. Teachers are complaining. Doctors are complaining. Farmers are complaining. Cocoa farmers are complaining. Footballers are complaining. Before the budget, the minister was all over Agbogblosi, Mokola, talking to the women. Prices of tomatoes, yam, cocoyam, cassava is all over, gone to the roof. Are you proud of the price of cocoyam now? It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Speaker, I want to plead with the leader of the House. It will not be out of place if we program our friend. It is not for nothing that the Minister of Finance is one of our own. He should come.
Ena ewo hono ena motese na wo mu agi nchinywasew ewo hono Frank Anop Dompre na nokra ensi anwie ena edom dodo no kendifo wono nyamfo mahama ayarega boko mrahye bedwani wono kro ya na eba aban enwuma ho ensama woseko oman Ghana mrahye bedwafie bobo hu na wo motwesu entuntwa wono ena wota no no se anoyi boko de ene edom kuma afo amo oman Ghana mrahye bedwafie eye bibia da yie de na wose wo pese obi sase fan no mu dwa na ewo fan no mu dwa ne si a wo mu edi dwa sanse ne ho adwiri no na ne ho wose tete akoko ayekunu ho ade na to nsuo mu etutu ne ho wose enei na nya nana no makuafo mo Ghana na adwadifo mpo na esu se ne ma bo aba fom yi eti wonum kra no zedi esito mo ne ma mo ne nyihu enne asetrema yemre agono se mpompo a ebe paye na ye de aduro de aya ano eno nti ba bia mo kemo mo nsem di free die no kwasem ni ono ononyamfo mahama ayarega wose ne ho adwiri no na wote ase nso a enyeyi.
The issue of cost of living which you have raised, I don't know which market you go to. I don't know which market you go to. So I don't know which market you go to. But I know that the prices of goods and services, because of the low rate of inflation, because of the very good exchange rate relationship between the cedi and the dollar, because of the stability of the cedi, and so many other good things that this government has done, definitely prices cannot be going up. Cost of living cannot. In fact, we are dealing with a problem of farmers saying that food prices have come so low that they can't even recover their investments in farming. So it is inconceivable that farmers will be complaining that prices are so low for their foods, and then you will be in this chamber complaining about cost of living. But I understand, because if you are in the habit of driving Maybachs and then Rolls-Royce and very expensive cars, the prices of the spare parts and the servicing of those kind of vehicles, those prices can go very high. But as for cost of living for ordinary Ghanaians who eat kenke and konkonte and then fish and etc., I think that they know that prices of food hasn't increased.
Oronyamfo Mahama Ayarega ena yetene nka ewo honom no yensa emfe ani nchimu ewo kumase anomo na tememufo abono mo okronom abohia ewo soame municipal eno ewo kumase anomo ati adankraya mu woma pa lai pa emom de adesrede ere atoto ahene ne esi ahene wono mo no drubni mu yititu aban se womo sre aba ne ntwa nani no mere wotememufo abono mo okronom abohia na sese de atama ehye pa ene senkate kwakra na aso beya yonyan so benya nkate ne ketekete mampode bi ene mfuturo na abema nkate nkwa na pi ede amawo wona wose woni kata ubenya bisesi a wona moa na wukurade e wose wodi yi hunimu ne katakata wano sanse wo mfrifie na nkoduru ba bia wokọ ensa amra fie no mfuturo wo hunimu no yetimi di twa foundation mane yeyi futuro ku wo ma mo je wo je na enye sese de aban mra wo mo ensra bem no mehwe no mo sanse ase wo mo japade wo mu dwa wo mu die enyanro awodo ene de bre wo mo timemufo pa dai pa ema wo mo ni Owia Kaseɛ ebonkomo na wo mo kire wo mo nsem musei
no ba kuta de bebi na uti nyina ya wo ya wo ye fuse poto ya sra ba se e kwan de o ma je ma ye wo si kwadi ya botan no na nsuksu kai data ko ma anye e futuru kwa na eku ya ya sra no o me hu ya mobo no o me gu pa no so ma ye metu mi to ade wi na matisika ni bi na me akoto aduo no ma no mi ti nyina ya mi ya de bia na kata achewo ya bre ni futuru esre no ai fise poto
engine factory kwa mu botan no so futuru na hayam pa ama futuru ko da na we otimi na ye bo wasa je saban ene so ntofo se mon kasa mu na omon hwe pa no enye mai so mutimi ya ni manimu ya kwa na ya no mfa so mpete so kakra man futuru na asonte emai na futuru na emai ya bi na de wokala ya saban so se ntofo mon kasa kire wo mo to munye kwa meye engusu mai kwa ya mo wata so se be futuru na so bete kakra
abaye sire na wo ye mobbo wo megu kwansu mai ni yewu futuru kuye etimi da he usi na mana ye buwe utimi ni na ha mani ni table spa eti baye na kwa na mpa de bia ese hospital na msibe yo hospital na msibe de bia be chi bia me hospital mtini ni mu ye bowa ye wansi e futuro yi etimi nya he mada ho baye sire mo a
na butensi wa utu ani ga na butensi a ekokọ emgo e na aba na dawroma o ma ye begugu ma ye to ya na bi so obeya amale antena esmans ne ba ntiere ni se bronya ninti ti bronya ninti besi sabre emfuturo ti me satise obi aheda asanya aturo gu so ti e besa aban na dawroma okuye ya onya nsie ye preko o meye maye na emfuturo no ekọ efie wura fie a wo nema kura watale kura wo wuro watale na wo kofa wo beka se wo di be nu futuro ana ade kogu tiese na da woma o meye hu bi mai na da woma so asenka ka kese bi betwam a ka be hu sese ne mfuturo na asenka nsuo no koye no ena mfuturo no ahogoro kakra nti aha di mfuturo no die asem market no eno anza waba akono se kono ha aha ne frase aha yekuru ena wo hwe kra no a uhu main road na aha ye second road ekwan bia nko ba bia ufi main road na aha ye second road a mfuturo ene kwan no aye basa
ho ye niema ho chese ye hu die mfa mfuturo ni o manka mo mfuturo ndie ti ye sraban we de nsa dan saye ye se kwan de o fu na ye ma ye ni mo ye sele no obe wata e ma ye o wata ma ye ho be due ka to
Jafo kronom abrohia temamufo a wo mo ho na mate won mo ano disem no ewe yenyina weso na yemfa na ase bi emfa setup connect limited akonto ho niema won ma jesi wo na so a wo mu twa no prosei amopa fie eho ene eton mu pa enkoto mu bi emfa nkofie na enkonkose ukunu ene wo ma wo nkosa won mo num sa enso na dwabi robanga eba ne sikasam ho ntotoye ene hu dwadie a wo mo eye danso wo danso ewo wo mafo mu nyina na se bi emfa enko ama yewra Benedict Asante yebo a osemfo a wosa kase yi mu kuku a akosua semua wo mo producers Dominic ene afeye nana ya bo ama mu nyina eboai sa enso ena woko MCR anopai Simon na sa enso ena ya Grace ena afeni ena wo mu nyina eboai buzi social media no wono ena ode ekoso enyina ema no emai emprempre de mesumidi ene abusia pani owusu aduomi yama mu nyina mo ene hwe ode ahene wa